da, 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 da. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My Niger babes, how body, how nade. Baby, when I tell you, let me start. Healthy Hair Studio, you are something else. You guys are something else. I just cut my hair. I cut my hair, give or take, about a month ago. Just look at how it is growing. Growing. There is something in that product and I don't know what it is. But my God, the hair is growing. 57 in what? In a couple or next week. And this hair is just growing. I don't know what to tell you, my darlings. There is something in that Healthy Hair Studio discount code Fumi. Go for it. Go for it. Look at my edges. Just look at the fabulosity. I can't help myself. What am I wearing? I am wearing none other than Gingham Hall. Let me stand up for you. Boo-boo. Something that you can lounge with at home, receiving guests. You know, when you're kind of ready, you're not ready. You can wear this when you travel. You can also wear this with heels. I can wear this in the morning like a gown. When I'm getting my makeup done, my hair done. I live for the color. It is a rosy rose gold. Yeah, it is a rosy rose gold. Let me come closer so you can see it. Look at the fabulosity. Just look at the fabulosity. I live for it. I absolutely live for it. And then the belt is attached, so it never comes off and it is positioned exactly where I want it to be. All right, my darlings, why are we here? When I tell you I got so many requests for this, and I said, let me look into this. Well, it looks as if our career criminal, that's exactly who and what she is, Blessing CEO, is out here ruffling a lot of feathers. What? Yes, baby. Let us have a little read, and then from there we're gonna go into it. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, baby? Yes. We have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us. She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity. She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere. We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that we ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darlings. Yes. And sizes small to 4X. I went out yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got, I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins. And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee and you will absolutely absolutely love her. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah. All right, so here we have Blessing CEO in police EFCC trouble over alleged cancer fraud. Social media personality Blessing Okoro, popularly known as Blessing CEO seems to have come under the scanner of the police as well as that of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC over allegations of fraud and forgery. Both agencies have confirmed receiving petitions against the influencer, and the allegations of alleged fraud and financial misconduct are being looked into. The Delta State Police Command confirmed that it had received a petition on the matter, while the anti-graft agency said that it had started looking into the allegations of financial misconduct linked to her. The development follows accusations that the influencer falsified a cancer diagnosis and used a doctored medical report to solicit donations from the public. Speaking, the police public relations officer of Delta Command, Edefa Bright, said, "We acknowledge the petitions. We are waiting for the complaints to come and give us their statement. We will therefore investigate." Also, head of media and publicity at the EFCC, Dele Oyewale, said, "There was a petition submitted. We received it and we are going to look into it. Whatever comes out of our findings will determine our next line of action."
Hey lovers, thank you so much for the love, the prayer, the contribution. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's been a bit overwhelming for me because I don't even have a clue of what to do. You know, I feel like there should be a lot of awareness when it comes to cancer, because getting to read some of the comments, you get to see that a lot of people are ignorant about, cancer. Cancer is one of those diseases that on a norm, if I see it on social media, I just say, God forbid, or I pray for the person and swipe pass. I was completely ignorant about it. It started last year. It started like a lump on the breast, and that's the reason why the medical doctors say always check your boobs. It started like a lump on my boobs. So I went to the hospital. They took me for biopsies or whatever. It came out after 2 to 3 weeks, and the doctor said it wasn't cancerous. So I told him I didn't want to remove the lump as of then because I had a lot going on with me. So he said fine, anytime I'm ready. So when I was ready, as of ending January, I went, and the doctor said we have to now do another, biopsy. We can't use the previous one. We did another one, and the test came out, and they said it was, cancerous already. Like it has spread, to the left boobs. So we are trying to do an amputation. We're trying to do an amputation, and the doctor is not guaranteeing anything until they open you up and know if the other side of your breast is affected, or I don't know the medical terms that they get to do. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to create this awareness because a lot is going on. Thank you so much for the love. And I am not one person that comes on social media to beg. No, absolutely. But predicaments like this just weakens you, right? I'm already tired, like I am. I'm already tired. So nobody wished to come and beg. Things are already so hard in this country, but one thing about medical condition is the fact that you're handicapped. You cannot do anything at that point in time. Yeah. So please, I'm going to still put out my account number. I want to be able to raise substantial amount of money before I go, because there's no certainty, there's no clarity, right? They are not telling me, okay, see what you need to do. It's just, let's open you up, and even know if the whole is overwhelming. Thank you so much for your support. If it touches you to just contribute, no matter how little, I'll be very, very grateful, so that I can quickly, put myself together. I am not one person that like pity party. honestly. I have built a brand with resilient strength. I'm not a weak person. But I'm not going to lie to you, lovers. This took me off balance. I don't used to be sick. One thing I used to brag about is health. So it's overwhelming for me because I'm not even a hospital person. The time you get to see me in hospital is going to be when my kids are sick. I don't like hospital. I don't like drugs. So I just stay healthy. 1 or 2 times malaria with you take Coartem and stuff like that. So it is overwhelming. It's overwhelming from someone who does not even fall sick. The turnaround was so much like a merry-go-round. So it's overwhelming for me. Like, I'm still trying to process it in my head. Even me, it is still unbelievable to me. I still look and say, was there a mistake? Should I do all? Lots of things are going on in my head. But it is what it is, because the more we delay, the more it spreads. Cancer can spread within weeks, months. Please, guys, I'll be very, very, very grateful. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.
The controversy surrounding Okoro began after she claimed to be battling cancer, which drew sympathy and support from followers. However, inconsistencies in her claim triggered widespread backlash, which many questioned the authenticity of her diagnosis.
So, blessed to see you, and I they have deactivated their Instagram account. They couldn't stand the heat anymore. They had to deactivate their account. Why? Blessed to see you. Why did you deactivate your account? IVT. It is so obvious that you guys were lying, and Nigerians now know the truth. It's all scam. Did you guys watch their interview on Arise TV? The Blessings interview rather on Arise TV. I was really embarrassed on her behalf. This is the shame we catch me. And I love the doctor that was questioning her. It was so obvious that she was lying. She needed the money. She was broke. Blessing is Yahweh. Blessing is crazy. To be honest, like, why would you even come on? I'm still even wondering, like, you came online, bobbed your hair, cut off your hair, crying, you have stage 4, blah, 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 posting, lying that you have stage 4 breast cancer, all because you needed money just to collect money from gullible Nigerians. And I'm pretty sure the money they donated is more than 30 million naira. Now, she couldn't stand the heat anymore. She now deactivated that. It's the fact that she's even going for all these interviews again. She not get shame. See, Nigerians, we live in a lawless country. Because what she did is against the law. And she needs to be arrested. They need to arrest her. She needs to refund people's money. Because now you're deactivating your account and you're trying to run away or what? She couldn't stand the heat anymore. They need to sue her and arrest her. This is stealing. This is theft. This is stealing, like broad daylight scam. That interview on Arise TV, she was just saying rubbish. Blessing. Shame on you. It's a big shame on you. I'm really I don't sound disappointed, but I've always been disappointed about Blessing anyway. She started her whole journey with lies. From the house that she said she built, everything is just. They need to arrest Blessing. I will keep saying it. I will keep doing videos about this. They need to arrest Blessing CEO for scamming Nigerians, and it is really, really sad. Using breast cancer. Cancer is not something you can just use because so many people are going through this breast cancer, and it's not easy for them. But for you to now use that to scam Nigerians, it's really sad, honestly speaking.
Blessing, you're a thief. That's what Blessing is. Blessing is a psychopath. She's a sociopath. She's a thief. She's a liar. She's a crook. And she runs around here under the guise of being an influencer because she's attractive. She's an attractive, light-skinned woman. If this was a darker-skinned woman that was not so attractive, she would not have been given even 10 naira. Nobody would have looked in her direction. Let's call it what it is. And so she she lied and went about shaving her head, crying crocodile tears that she had stage 4. That's how it started. What does she have? She said stage 4. She didn't go out all the way to say that it was cancer. And then we had very dark man who is VDM. Hi baby, how are you, my love? VDM, how body, how nade? Make it come the show now so we can be gisting now. Needless to say, he probed and said, what's going on here? What is going on here? And from there now, to continue with her deception and got somebody else's records and claimed it to be hers.
Tied against believing you. People tend to disbelieve. And I want to ask you, just to say one more time to the world, what was your process like? Tell us from when you discovered the lump, how the lump was discovered, what the doctor did to enable you know that it was now cancer.
Okay, thank you very much. The lump was discovered July last year. And people who are close to me, my inner circles, I think I spoke about it to them. So they asked me to do what is called a biopsy. So the biopsy takes about 2 to 3 weeks to come out.
Can you tell us the physical action that was taken to do this biopsy? What did they do to you?
I think there's a needle that is inserted to bring out, I don't know, maybe substance. You know,
so where was the needle inserted?
Right close
on
to your nipple.
On your right breast?
No, my left.
Or your left breast,
yes,
okay.
On the nipple. So they brought out, I think, I don't know if it's substance they took for biopsy, maybe from the lump, I don't know. The medical, you know. So they took it for biopsy. When the biopsy came out, it was not cancerous. As of July last year. So I think the biggest mistake I made, I told the doctor that I wasn't ready for the surgery, like to take out the lump. Can I, you know, go about my normal life? Then when I'm ready, he said, okay, fine, so long as it's not cancerous. Then as of January ending, I went back to the doctor and told him, okay, I was ready. He said, we have to now do a biopsy again, because the one we did was over barely 9 to 10 months. It was when we did the biopsy, January ending, that was when they found out that it was cancerous.
How did they find out? What did they do? They did another biopsy?
They did another biopsy, yes.
Okay, before we go any further, I want to play the video of the brother of the sister who apparently had the original report, and also the video where it was shown that you sent the report to the guy that was talking earlier on.
My first cousin, who is a lawyer in Abuja, that she doesn't even have cancer. This is how she makes her money. That this is how she makes her money. But we will not depend on those things, because if we don't cry out to the world that this is happening, it will be us tomorrow, and we will be an accomplice, because it's my sister's medical report we are talking about here. So she called in that fateful day and told the lady, oh, I have a lump in my breast. I have this lump in my breast. My doctor said it's cancer. But the lady said, what are you talking about? She said it's on stage 4 already. And the lady said, you can't just say that. You need to go and take the lump out, send it for biopsy. Then they will decide if it's cancerous or not. You can't just say, do you know what stage 4 is? Stage 4.
So I'm making this video majorly because of my fans. You know, people that loves the Mario brand, people who don't want.
So let me first ask you, the guy in question, did you actually consult his sister and ask for her report?
Absolutely not.
Is the allegations true or
No,
false?
definitely not.
So do you know him personally?
No, I've never met him before. I just see him on social media, just like the way we're seeing him.
Yeah, but apparently the report okay, did you send the report to the other guy, the guy that posted that video where he decided to post a report for you?
Which guy? The Mario guy?
Yes.
He actually sent me a DM.
So they know it's true. She can't say, okay, send your WhatsApp number. I can't send her my WhatsApp number. She don't come message me. She can't post the account number again. I can't message her. I say, Blessing. I say, hi, Blessing. Hope you are keeping well. Have you gotten...
Thank you to VDM for sending me money. Thank you to VDM said he sent me money. I don't know, but he said send. Thank you so much to VDM. Who again sent me money? Somebody said VDM. Come on, Blessing. See you is alive. Come and collect your money. If VDM want to collect his money, then he say na installments now. He can go where make I say. Oh my God. One of the ways to know if you are loved is when you have problem. I say even my enemies give me money. My enemies wanted me not to die. They gave me money. That is love. If you want to test if people love you, have problem. You know if you are loved when you have issues. Strangers, my enemies gave me money, and you are here crying. Love you guys. It's blessed to see you. It's blessed to see you. My haters want to see me walking stick. They want to see me on top of a wheelchair. Story for the gods.
Now, Blessing, first and foremost, I will talk about that, but I want to talk about the video of where there was actually a screenshot of the report that you sent to the other guy. So where did that screenshot come from, if you claim that you didn't give it to him or you don't know where you got it from?
I have not published any report on my page yet.
No, but it was a screenshot from you. Your name showed that it came from you. It was a conversation that both of you were having. Okay. And the screenshot shows where you deleted your post, but he responded to the post you deleted, which showed the report.
I would have loved to see it.
I would have loved to see it. I don't know why they're not bringing it on. But with that evidence on ground, how do you now say that you don't know him or you don't know how he got hold of the report? Because it was a screenshot of his conversation with you.
I haven't even posted the report. All my documents, I brought it physically to the show.
So where did he get that report from then?
I need to see the report before I can...
Now, what people really want to know is that this your last video, you were actually almost gloating or laughing at people who have dispelled or don't believe in your analysis. And up to now, you have not really given us enough report in depth to really prove that you do have this cancer. So for those who dispel your or who disbelieve your claim, what do you have to say?
It is not in my position to convince anybody about my health issues. I have all the necessary, documents here, their hospitals, but I don't think it is wise for me to publish my report on social media. People can personally scrutinize, people that are reputable, people that want to check their hospitals, to do their necessary investigation. I don't think cancer is something anybody wants to lie about.
Yeah, but if you say that people don't have a right to your privacy or to your reports, I think they are very entitled to, because they are donating to a cause. They must know that this cause does exist.
Yes, like from the initial stage, I cried out on social media, not because I wanted money. I was genuinely concerned and worried.
But you also said it was stage 4.
Yeah, when that was what I was told.
Who were you told that?
That was what I was told in my
doctor
report.
Told you.
Yes, so that was why when I said stage 4, you could see
How did they know that it was stage 4? How did your doctor know that it was stage 4?
It's from the report.
Meanwhile, people were out here in these Nigerian streets, in these Eko streets, giving her money of which they did not have because they felt sorry for her. Shaved her head, showing her wigs, talking about clothes. It is a hot topic and it has come to my doorstep. And all I can tell you is that when people say that they are not well, a lot of people come to me, especially for school fees and stuff. Do you know that I do pay? But I pay the school because I want you to be the best. I'll pay the doctors. I won't give it to you. I will not what? I will not give it to you.
The loan.
So what are the
inconsistencies
in her story?
So I find it very interesting that so I'm interested to know the type of doctor you saw. What type of doctor?
I think it's an oncologist.
Okay, so now fantastic. So I work in a teaching hospital. We don't send patients to an oncologist unless you have a biopsy, core biopsy result.
But you haven't had
because usually you start with a general surgeon. General surgeon will establish the fact that it is cancerous, and oncologist is not the first person. Based on the fact that you even said, the person said it is not cancerous, no doctor will send you. That's why I'm interested to know the doctor. No doctor will send you to an oncologist with a non-malignant result.
Like I said, you go into the hospital, I noticed a lump on my boobs.
Was it Lagos or Enugu? Because I
was in Enugu.
Okay.
So I went into the hospital, complained.
Was it a teaching hospital?
No, it wasn't a teaching hospital. It was a private hospital.
Okay, and it has an oncologist. That private hospital has an oncologist.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So walking into the hospital, you go to a normal doctor. I don't even know what they're called, but you went to a doctor, he examined, he found the lumps. Okay. That was when he said, let's do a biopsy. I don't know what a biopsy is.
Without an imaging?
No.
That's very strange.
No imaging, because...
Is that possible?
It's not possible. It's not possible. Because biopsy is very invasive. Nobody will grab your breast and just do a biopsy without an imaging.
There was no imaging.
Was it the left breast or the right breast?
The left breast.
Okay.
Okay. So they didn't do an imaging. They just said go for a biopsy. It was when I went for the biopsy. It took about by
was
then.
Was it painful?
What was the biopsy process like?
Yes. What was the process like?
Explain it to us.
I think they put in. I think they gave me a little. I don't know if it's anesthesia to like numb the pain a little bit. Then an incision close to the nipple.
And what came out?
That's not the procedure. We don't do an incision.
I don't know what, but something went into my.
Okay, so
my results are here.
Are you saying that's false? It's not possible to.
No, yeah, it's not. It's not sounding like a fine needle. It's not sounding like a core biopsy. It's not sounding like a fine needle. We use a needle. It's a needle.
This one is like a, how do I put it? I really call it a machine. I don't know the right terms.
Oh, listen, you're mixing things up. We don't use machine for biopsy as well. That's an invasive procedure. We use a needle.
Something went into my boobs. They brought out some. I think they said
what part of your boobs was it?
Exactly. What type of your
was
boobs?
The lump was found under my boobs. It moves sometimes. Sometimes it looks as if it beeps. So I think around that place, I think they said they bring out, I don't know if this particle of the lumps or thereabout. That's what they say. Yeah, they took for the biopsy.
With a machine.
Sorry, is that
maybe a pin?
No, it's
medically feasible.
No, it's a long needle.
Maybe that's what
has a trigger.
Okay,
it's like a minigun.
What's the size of the needle they used for you? If you're going to estimate it.
How do I?
Was it like 2 inches long, 1 inch long? How was the needle?
I was lying down, so not like you're seeing exactly what is happening. And I'm not in the medical term, so I don't want to say the things.
I'm sorry to say this, right?
Go ahead.
I saw that you studied economics, right? Okay, fantastic. I interesting enough, I dropped econs for further maths because economics was very, very detailed and very, very. So as someone that studied econs, I would expect you that if you have a life-threatening diagnosis, you should know it in and out because when I see patients with chronic medical conditions, they know their condition in and out. Like sometimes they even know new researches that I have not even heard of because they are trying to survive. I find it very strange that you are mixing radiologists, oncologists. I feel like it's something you should know.
No, it's not something I should know because cancer is not something I am aware about. I've said it
over
and over
again. No, but you've been given this. It's been 2 weeks since you came out to talk about this, and you mentioned stage 4. That was the first video I ever saw from you.
Yes, that was
stage 4. How did they come about that stage 4?
I'm not supposed to know. So maybe at this point
we are going to.
That's what I'm trying to say. At this point, we are going to be asking the medical doctor. So when this whole shenanigans came out on social media, everybody just said, let's get a second and a third option.
Okay, so let me say something. Exactly, how did you know it was stage 4? Because he seems quite confident with that stage 4.
Because that was what I was told. I'm not a medical doctor.
How is it possible to say you have stage 4?
Was it that same Enugu doctor?
Yes.
Is this in your report?
Exactly.
Can you to show the doctor?
I will share.
I'm interested to see.
I would share.
So this is your stage 4 report. Is it the doctor that told you that it was stage 4?
Yes, the doctor.
By the time you went there the second time?
Yes.
But what,
just based on seeing you was when you calculated that it was stage 4?
I do not know them. I don't want to say.
What do you understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it. Right? So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media to answer the question for you. What was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic alone.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
Yeah, but the big question is how did you conclude that it was stage 4?
Exactly.
Did the doctor just look at you and say, "Oh, this is stage 4"?
She's willing to share the report.
That is what I
Why
was
not allow
told.
the doctor look at it?
That was what
the
I
doctor
was
can
told.
look at it.
Yes, I'm very interested.
Can she look at it?
That's what I was
And
told.
let me ask you, as a lawyer, if someone publicly claims...
It's interesting that you're bringing the same results to me because Dr. Odigwe, the pathologist that signed this report, because of course we have a...
Is it the same report as the one that was...
Yes, the pathologist that signed this result lives in Asaba. And I'm a doctor, of course. I can trace any doctor in Nigeria. And I called him on Tuesday.
Sorry,
and he knows nothing
is that
about.
the same report?
Yes, it's the same result. It's the same result that is going around social media. And this particular pathology said he knows nothing about this. And he is based in Asaba, not
the pathologist of the report.
Yes, of this report is based in Asaba. I know that for an absolute fact.
So he told you
so that's
after?
The first
yes, one? Because yes.
He told you that he has nothing to do with
yes, and he stays in Asaba. The address here is Enugu. He hasn't been to Enugu in recent times. He lives in Asaba.
So
Delta
how do you
State.
respond to that?
This pathology stays in Asaba.
Saying that the pathologist that you put in.
And my charity days have dwindled a lot, especially because I'm bringing out bras and shapewear and all of these wonderful things for you, and t-shirts and all of that. If I had a very good episode, and I made money, I cut it in half and I gave to my people. But I never give it to them. I give it to schools. I give it to universities. That's what I did. That's what I do. Never ever give money to any of these folk here online.
Views. But if you are diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, there should be that immediate, instantaneous
curiosity,
sobriety, calmness, reflection. But when you are diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and you are still on social media antagonizing people, it is expected that people will want to know, is this really a cancer patient? Cancer is not a joke. Secondly, I listened to the defense she has put forward. I'm actually again quite amazed that she has come on a rise to defend herself. And I just hope that what she has said is true, because if you are coming on national television to reassert what you have said on social media, if subsequently it is found that what you said was not true legally, that can be very perilous, because you are basically telling Nigerians that, look, I am willing to go to any lengths to defend myself. Now, what could be the implication, assuming that our claim is shown later not to be correct? Don't forget, she has just presented a medical report to us. She has obliged us, and you notice I was very interested in having the doctor look at it. The doctor has confirmed that, to the best of our knowledge, substantial facts in that document is not correct. The most relevant being the name of the doctor. A medical report is only a report if it is authenticated by a doctor,
which the doctor has denied.
Yes, the moment it is like the judgment of a court. If I come before you now and say I got a judgment from a court, the most important element of that document that will show that this is a judgment of a court is to look at the name of the judge who signed or wrote or read the judgment, who delivered the judgment. So where she says she has spoken to the doctor whose name is on the report, the doctor has disclaimed the document, the doctor and the location of the doctor is also being contested. That worries me. Okay. So Blessing will have to offer explanation on the origin of that document. Now, under the law, if a person is found to have obtained money under false pretenses, that itself is a serious matter. It is a crime that can be prosecuted. Those who have made donations, I am not making conclusion here. I'm just giving broad, generic commentaries. Those who have made donations for Blessing on account of a public assertion, on account of a representation in the public that she has been found to have stage 4 cancer, if it is later confirmed that this is not true, they can sue her for deceit, which is a tort. They can sue to recover the money. So I hope that Blessing has spoken to a lawyer to advise her on the gravity of what is at stake. This is not just a matter for social media debates. This is not just a matter for bloggers to train with. This is not just a matter that is trivial. This is a matter that has serious implications. This is a matter that even the medical doctor whose name has been associated may file an action for defamation.
And also the woman who claims that she's the original.
There are series of implications which I have highlighted. The doctor whose name is associated may have a cause of action, and I am hoping the doctor will actually come forward and begin to address the issue. Okay. The Medical and Dental Council should be interested in knowing how a doctor's name appeared on a document where somebody says I have stage 4 cancer, and that document is now being disputed, so that if she was misled, if somebody gave her that document and say, oh, on the basis of these documents, you can establish this claim. That person should also come forward to explain how he or she came about. If the doctor truly did not issue that document, Blessing has to explain who gave it to her, where the person got it from. So, are we looking at potential forgery here? Are we looking at altering documents, which is a crime? Are we looking at obtaining money by false pretenses? Are we looking at the thought of deceit? These are the legal issues. So I hope and I pray that Blessing has truly appreciated that this is a serious matter.
Okay.
And I want to say again for the record that as human beings, it is expected we are empathetic. I'm not here, and Blessing, you are not on trial. We are not persecuting you here. We are just seeking clarity because we have gone on public to seek funds. Ruth, I have raised money for Nigerians. If you follow me on social media, I have raised millions and millions and millions of naira for many Nigerians in the last few years. There is no single instance. In fact, I've raised money for people that have medical issues. There is no instance where I have gone on social media to use my platforms to help people in need raise money without being specific on what the money is required for, without substantiating the purpose for which that money is raised. So you owe the public an explanation. It is not enough to say, I cannot put out my reports, right? People have donated money. I don't know how much it is, but people have donated money. They deserve some accountability. They deserve a cogent response. And for me, at this moment, I am not satisfied. She said she has gone to Lute. At this time, Lute has recommended tests. Lute has not made a diagnosis. No. The evidence she has shown to prove the diagnosis has been discredited. So my conclusion as the lawyer at this material time is that the claim of a cancer diagnosis has not been established.
Okay. We're going on a break. So let's leave this on the high note first. We're going on the break. We'll see you right back. Grab your cup of tea. Don't go anywhere. See you right back on Perspective. Welcome back to Perspectives here on Arise News. You know, we were talking about showing the screenshots of where Blessing showed the video.
I saw it.
You saw the screenshots?
I have it in the phone.
Okay, do you have it on your phone?
My battery has gone.
Okay, so you saw it and you saw it as well. So it's not like we're lying.
No, maybe I'll search for it. You know, there are too many things on.
Yeah, but there was a screenshot of this video, of this picture.
Okay.
In response to this image you sent to him, where he said, "Wow." I know you two of you saw it.
And it's identical to this image.
And it's identical to this one. So my issue is, how did he get hold of it?
Exactly, because
it's
identical.
If you say you don't know him or you didn't communicate, did you even communicate with him in the first place?
We chatted on the DM.
So did you send him any screenshot of your whatever? It's so unfortunate that they can't find this. But like both of you said, you saw the screenshot.
Yeah. I'll find it after the show.
Okay, but let's not I don't over elaborate on that. There was a post that you also said to one of your distractors, Saida Borge or something, where you said, even if it takes you 3 months, 2 months, whenever you are ready, you will come back and attack. And that made me question that a cancer stage 4 patient, you should have a time frame, a realistic time frame of recovery. So when you said 3 months, I'm thinking, do you think it's going to take 2-3 months to overcome cancer?
I think stage 4. I think one of the biggest mistakes was being vulnerable. It's okay to question. I like all the questions that is going on. It's even going to make me, do more research, because like I said, I was genuinely...
Yeah, but we're not asking you to do research. We're expecting that at this stage, you should have known this.
No, any cancer patient or anybody that knows about cancer is not something you have a time frame.
Yeah, but you said in the video, even if it takes me 2 months, 3 months, somebody who has its cancer stage 4 will not be talking about months, you'll be talking about years.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to be a cancer patient to know that. So I was surprised that you said that.
Yeah, the timeline.
The lawyer said something. I'm a very, how do I explain the word? Vocal person.
Yeah, but you can be vocal.
Well, yes, so I think what I'm learning right now is maybe people want me to be sober, or they expect me to react a certain way, which I'm learning. That is not my...
No, Blessing, I'm not talking about your reaction. I'm talking about the estimation of time that you gave for your healing.
How did you
calculate? I didn't give a healing. You said about said something.
It takes you 3 months, 2 months. And I'm thinking, if you have cancer
I'll
stage
have
4...
your time in 2 to 3 months when I'm better.
Yeah, when I'm better. I'm thinking it's cancer stage 4.
How did you know
you'll be talking about years, not months.
I think people are just really meaning into every statement that I'm making.
Okay. Can I say something? Based on the fact that you said that you're a very vocal person, which I agree with, when you did your cosmetic surgery, which Nigerians generally stigmatize, right? And they frown on.
The BBL?
Yes.
Okay.
And they frown on, right? You were very vocal. You showed us when you were on the bed, your process, your healing. So I'm wondering, I don't know if you know this, but 16,000 to 24,000 women die every year from breast cancer. So I'm wondering why you're not using this opportunity to create proper, clear awareness, because most of these women that are dying in Nigeria, it is from late diagnosis, it is from poor diagnosis, it is from them thinking that it is spiritual. So I'm wondering why you're not using this avenue. And I'm also curious, do you still have the lump in that left breast as we speak right now?
Thank you for this question. I have not been given the opportunity. Like I said, maybe it came off controversial, or maybe because there was an account number that was put out there. I think that was where the whole drama started from.
Which I also have a question about, because I deal with cancer patients all the time. Funny enough, breast cancer. And unfortunately, my patient still died 2 days ago. So I understand the thought process of a typical cancer patient. So usually you didn't have a treatment plan. How did you know how much you were going to spend? Because I know you have a Benz, right, which is quite expensive. You have a car, you have properties. So why was the account number the first thing you put forward? Most cancer patients don't know how much they're going to spend, right? And they exhaust their fund. Bear in mind that you don't even know the stage. What if it's stage 1? That you probably won't spend more than maybe 10 million. And you can afford 10 million.
Perfect question. My account number was not the first thing that was put out.
It was put out that same day, though.
No, it wasn't put out that same day.
I saw it that same day,
no,
actually.
Absolutely not. In fact, the first video that was put out was me
Okay,
crying.
so when was it put
but how
out?
did you know?
I think that was like...
How did you
Yes,
know?
what was your target? What was your target?
I didn't actually put an amount. I just put out my account number.
What was your target?
What influenced the decision?
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly what I want to
The
explain.
decision to put it out.
Exactly. When I cried out, the first thing I did, they said, first of all, when they are doing your...
Who was this day? Is it still this Enugu doctor?
First of all, when they are doing your, maybe when they want to take out your boobs or thereabout, it was exaggerated. So I'm going to say there's
What was exaggerated?
a misinformation, because they're saying if they check your left breast, it would have spread to the right.
Does it necessarily spread to the right?
Because you can't tell. Nothing
That's
is
what I'm
absolute
saying.
in
These
it.
are
How could you tell
diagnoses.
that? Because you didn't do it. You didn't even do an imaging. So how today?
How does he know how
exactly?
what it spread or what it has spread?
It's not based on assumption.
And information that was passed to me.
I'm just wondering, what was your target amount? Because now, if your treatment, let's assume your treatment for this stage 4 happens to be 40 million, right? And you have been given maybe 150 million. What happens to that remaining money? So what was your target? Because when people set up GoFundMe, right, they put a target, right? They'll say, okay, $10,000, we're trying to raise 20 million. Well, you can't just put an account.
Purpose.
Yes, you can't just put an account and just be collecting money indefinitely.
And that's what I'm trying to explain.
I don't
the
understand
account
that
number
part.
didn't come up. The first video...
But it still came up.
Hold on, let me
listen.
explain. The first video that came up was me trying to get clarity. The second video was me now, people saying, oh, cancer is going to... The first video was me putting out my car for sale. The third video was me putting out my house for sale and my personal belongings.
Okay.
Have you sold them at this time?
You don't get buyers immediately because they're quite high.
Okay.
Yes. So it was when I put it out, that was when friends said, why do you have to sell your property? When you finish this treatment, where do you want to come back to? Just put an account number, anything one can raise. I didn't specify any amount. And no exaggerated...
Sorry, Blessing. Are you willing to admit, for the sake of transparency, are you willing to admit to Nigerians that at this time, your cancer diagnosis has not been medically confirmed?
Exactly.
But you are in the process of confirmation. But at this time...
But how would you admit that?
It has not
That's
been
why I'm
confirmed.
saying I am giving... We are getting like a second opinion and a third opinion.
No, but the first opinion has been discredited. Are you willing to concede?
Does she agree that the first opinion has been discredited?
On the show?
Well, are you willing to concede that having gone to LUT, tests having been recommended, you are waiting a medical statement that you have cancer? As at this time, that statement has not been medically made. Are you willing to concede?
Yes,
for
why
the
not?
sake of accountability.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Now, are you willing to also agree that Nigerians who are empathetic to you can hold on with the donations until
The
that
donation
population
has
is
actually
made?
been...
No, but the question I want to ask about the donations is that if it has been proven that you're either telling a lie or rather that you're telling what you have said is not true.
True.
Are you willing, first and foremost, are you willing to refund the monies that were given to you?
Why?
Because as it is now,
I will.
if you weigh the probabilities, there's a higher ratio of disbelief than belief.
Wrong diagnosis is not something that is strange.
Yeah, but is she admitting?
Assuming there was even a
But
diagnosis.
the thing is that the results that she showed says second opinion. It has it written there, second opinion.
So it means that she has had two opinions that have
Exactly.
insisted that it's cancer.
Exactly.
So that means she's still standing by her ground that it is cancer.
No, she's not. She's
Yes,
not.
that's the reason why
She
I
is standing
said
by her ground
we are
that it's
doing a
cancer.
second opinion.
Are you not standing by your ground?
I'm standing by my
She
ground.
is.
I'm standing by my ground.
Don't put words in her mouth. She is
Yeah,
standing
I
by her
want to
ground
be
that it is
extra
cancer.
sure. That's why I'm even going this route. And like you said, I am now willing to be transparent. When I run all these diagnoses, all these tests, I can now come out and say, okay, see where you guys will go and investigate, see where you guys will go and do
But
this
shouldn't that have been an automatic, even from when you come up with the announcement? It doesn't now have to be people going against what you said before you now say, oh, that is like it's like an afterthought.
No, and people don't put out their cancer results, funny enough.
No, but if you can put, with you want donation, when you go to go
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm realizing now.
What
It
you
is the
just done.
donation that have to now bring
People
that.
even
Yeah,
put
but
out
what is
HIV
just
results.
done?
Exactly.
What is just done is a GoFundMe,
Yes,
even though you didn't go to GoFundMe.
And I
So one would assume that by the time you have put out your account number and your account details, do you understand?
You're willing
You
to
are
transfer.
standing by what you said, and you owe it to the donors to be kept abreast of every latest development with no inconsistencies. Do you understand?
Yes.
As it is now, there's a very strong light, a very strong leaning towards one doesn't believe you because they're poking holes like the doctor has done in your stories.
Can I offer advice for you, blessing? And I say that from a place of good faith. I say that as a human being. I'm not speaking strictly as a lawyer now. At this time, it is only necessary that you exercise restraint. You cannot be joining issues with everybody on social media.
Sorry, sir, what do you mean restrain?
In the things you are saying, like antagonize, you don't have to issue videos replying everybody that is talking. I saw your video to VDM this morning.
Okay, the video about
it is not necessary.
People love you and
So you don't need to you don't need to be antagonistic. And I want you to know that this is a serious matter. If any of the individuals who have donated money to you and has evidence of that donation decides to pursue a legal action against you, it will be more serious than coming to a riot. It will be more serious than social media.
Because somebody like Blessing CEO is a thief. That's all she is. And she has no conscience. And she plays on your emotions for those that are really going through cancer. And I have had family members who have gone through that. And it has been traumatic for me to see somebody who was so vibrant, so healthy for this terrible disease to take them the way that they did. And so she played on that. And she took your money. And she's justifying what she has done. Because in more ways than not one, she did not go into your home to steal the money. You gave it to her. Now we see the deceit and the blatantness of it. And what can we say and do? In a nutshell, that's what it is. She's a liar. She's a thief. She's a fraud. She's a scam artist. She's a career criminal. She's a sociopath. She will do anything and everything to get what she wants, regardless of who and what is in her path. She will take the money from a cancer patient. How about that? I don't know what you want me to say again now. That's it. Nothing more. A disgrace. But the thing is that there's fraud everywhere. Do you think that this is worse than those who defraud and wipe out people's savings from their bank accounts? She just did it in our face. And as far as I am concerned, I think that her career is over. As a career criminal, she has to go somewhere else now. She has to go somewhere else. Make her pack your bag. Make her pack your kaya. You got to go. Where she will go now, we don't know. But everybody knows her face for sure. And all these dramatics of shaving the head and all of that, that goes to tell you to the lengths that people will go to just to get money. That's it. Because the thing is that if you were defrauded and it's a blatant defraud that we can see, then somebody has got to do something before what? Before we have something like jungle justice. Before we go to knock on her door and say, open up, open up, open up. And she gets beaten up and all of her things are taken. Because that's what you should do. You should really just go to her house. If I had given her money, I'd have gone to her house. Yap, yap, yap. If I see the car like that, I take the car. Let's start there. That's it. Blessing CEO. And then she was interrogated and interrogated. And she could not even come up with how she went to the hospital for diagnosis, because the hospital does not exist. She said it was a private hospital. What private hospital is this? How did they go about the test? She's a thief because she stole somebody else's records and came to claim it to be hers. What she did not know was that this was going to blow up in her face, because she thought she's smart and she considered you guys stupid. No, 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 no. Not stupid. We have empathy and compassion, of which is going to be slashed as of now. We're not doing that no more. That's all I can say. She's a what? She's a thief. She's a fraud. She's a 419. That's what it is. And she was out here defrauding people and taking their money. Millions, millions, millions of naira that turns into thousands and thousands of pounds sterling. And it's an embarrassment, and we have to do something about this so that we can show others that it will not be tolerated. But I see it in my feed all the time. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have that. Oh, please, can you just send to my account? I never ever do it. And I always double and triple check to make sure that in actual fact you need these school fees. Well, anyway, I speak to the school itself and I just make sure you have a student here, this, that, and the other. This is their school number, blah, blah, blah. That's what I do. It's always school, nothing else. Absolutely not. Because you have people like this who don't care. And they want to use it to live a luxe life. Really downsize. You don't need to have 500 wigs. 1 wig, 2 at most. Wash one while you have the other one on your head. And even with that, go natural, baby. Go natural. Healthy Hair Studio by ENITAN. Come and get your shampoo. I've never seen a shampoo such as that. And then when I tell you that deep follicle treatment put into the hair, my God. My God. But look at it. I don't even know what to say. I'm 57. And I have my girlfriends that I went to school and their hair is thinning. But go to Healthy Hair Studio, it will come right back. I've cut this hair about 10 times. And I just love, 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 love. Look, it's even big on one side. I just love, love, you know, my short little afro. I love it. I love it. Thank you, ENITAN. That's all I can tell you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Darlings, don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button. And I'll see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. Mwah.
Hey guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking